Good evening, everyone, and welcome to session recap 31st August 2015. My name is Nenad, and we had another good week. Previous week was excellent concerning our session recap trades. We got a lot of pips at least. We could have made at least some 100 pips from all these trades, and hopefully enough, September will be also good for us, maybe even better. So today, as I say, is 31st August 2015. We will see 5 different setups, namely Euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar CAD, and Euro yen. Okay? And of course, as always, before I begin, our risk disclaimer. So online educational materials are available solely by Admiral Markets as Estonia, and if you want to get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, you should visit admiralmarketsglobal.com, select your country, and contact an appropriate entity. Also, read disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me with the webinar. And final part saying that Admiral Markets UK is not responsible for this information accuracy. This is my opinion. So MUK's opinions are not listed on the website. Forex is risky. And this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. Of course, as always, I need to remind you guys, download the Admiral Markets Supreme Edition. Your trading account will be grateful to you, definitely. And under Admiral Markets.com education webinar, sign in for a lot of new webinars, namely price action trading school, a lot of others. So soon enough, we'll be starting with the price action trading school. Okay, and you can download Admiral Market Supreme by logging into Trader's Room. Of course, you know that already, right? And the final part explaining how we take these trades. Okay, so all session recap trades and analysis is my Camarilla MACD analysis and method. Okay, it's not a mechanical method system, it's proprietary price action system which takes all price action things in confluence. Okay, so you need to give price a breathing room. You enter within 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. You need to respect your stop loss. You also need to add spread to your stop loss. Okay, guys, and one more thing to tell you. I have a good friend who is working for Credit Suisse Bank. It's one of major banks. It's Credit Suisse. You probably have heard of it. And you know, my friend knows some traders which trade for the bank in Forex market. So they are market movers, guys. Credit Suisse is moving the market. And do not be afraid if from time to time your stop loss is hit, because he told me that sometimes their trades lose even 300 and more pips. Yes, that's institutional trading, but the thing is that even bank traders do lose. So do not be afraid if your stop loss is hit. Okay, we only take one position, guys, and first touches and zones of levels are usually most profitable ones. Okay, position trades are called trend trades. Alternative trades are called counter trend trades. Okay, when you see in the slide, so position trades and alternative trades. Okay, trend trades are position, alternative trades are usually counter trend. If I pause breakout setup, that means that you can take breakout and scalp setup independently, acting as a second entry, respecting your first entry. So basically you can make double entry if you see breakout and scalp trade setup. Depending on time and volatility, usage of trailing stop is highly recommended. I usually recommend to trail a stop after 20 pips of a profit, never ever less than 20 pips. But you should watch market. That's usually during normal market hours, but sometimes you're not able to, so you should secure your profits. But for example, if you see that your trade is going 30, 50 and even 100 pips in profit, then you can secure it 50, 60 pips. Okay, Setups are valid for today, tomorrow, sometimes the day after tomorrow. Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All those trades are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. You can freely add these levels to your system. And definitely, guys, pay attention to Twitter updates, because occasionally I will be updating Twitter with various information relating to trade setups and trade possibilities, of course. Pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. I'm giving you the trades. I'm giving you exact entries, exact stops, exact targets. How you will manage the trade, it's up to you, okay? So you are the owners of your account. You know which risk you should take, how many pips you are happy with. So it's up to you how you manage the trade once you are in the profit. And 80 to 90% of the time, initially you will be in the profit, or you will be in the profit overall, but you need to manage your trade. I cannot tell you to scale out or to put your stop loss to break even or take 30, 50 pips. It's up to you. One of good strategies for money management is, for example, after 20, 30, 50 pips of profit, you can take the half of the profit and put the other half to break even. So you're basically will be riding a free ride, okay? So that's one of the strategies. For example, if you're trading with, let's say, 0.5 lots, then 0.25 you can cash in after, I don't know, 30 pips of profit, and the rest you can put to break even. So it's up to you how you manage your trade, okay? Session recap, 24 of August results. Euro dollar plus 60 pips. Pound dollar plus 20 or plus 100 pips. I have personally made 20 pips, but I know that some traders, they sent me emails saying that they made even 100 pips on pound dollar trade. Australian dollar didn't qualify, dollar CAD qualified instantly during the webinar, and we got 100 pips on dollar CAD, and dollar yen didn't qualify. So basically dollar CAD hit our target, and it was definitely the trade of the week, because dollar CAD gave us great profits for that particular trade setup. Total pips pool is 260, and definitely the trade of the week is dollar CAD, okay? Now, guys, you can see euro dollar for the last week. We had an uptrend on euro dollar. I told you to buy around 14.60, and I know that some of you got here exactly at 14.60, and you could have made some 60 pips at the first rejections. So very important is to say that the most profitable is the first rejection. So always the first rejection is most profitable. So when price is hitting the zone, you need, within 10 pip buffer, you need to decide whether you will enter the market. If you see that the price is hesitant to enter 10 pip buffer, then you can try to enter within 12 pips if you see that the price is hesitant to enter, okay? I am giving you pre-fact setups. So all of this which you have been seeing so far is pre-fact. So sometimes, you know, I don't have a crystal ball here, so I cannot tell you that the price will get into the trading zone 100% of the time. Very often it will come and hit our entry zone, so we will be instantly in profit. But sometimes price will come 3-4 pips within the entry zone and maybe reject. So you know, market is not I cannot direct the market. If I could direct the market to my whims, I definitely would need to have billions, okay? But I don't have billions, so I cannot move the market myself, right? To move price 1 or 2 pip, you need a couple hundred of millions to move the price 1 or 2 pips. So we are talking about serious money, guys, okay? So that was the trade setup for euro dollar. I know that some of you entered around this point and made another cash of the profits, but trading the first touch, we made exactly 60 pips, possible pips, okay? Pound dollar. Well, what about pound dollar, guys? Unfortunately, I tweeted that you should close your position after it hit our entry price. Some people listened to me and they booked something like 20 pips of profit, but some people who didn't listen to me made 100 pips of profit. So, well, the primary reason why I sent a tweet saying that you should secure your profits is because the price went 4 pips, okay, from our stop loss. Initial stop loss was 20. I always include something like 2 pips for the spread, although the spread is not 2 pips, but I say 2 pips to include the spread and spread costs. So my stop loss was set at 58.22. Price went 4 pips far from my stop loss, and well, the primary reason why I advise you to close your trade is because after the stop loss we were 20 pips in profit. So I thought, well, guys, it's better to close for 20 pips than to risk another push and spike of our stop loss. Well, those who listened to my advice made 20 pips. Those who didn't listen to my advice but they taken this entry, they made something like 100 pips. So pound dollar was definitely a winner, although our clear winner was dollar CAD, which had almost no drawdown, right? So pound dollar, great setup and great pips. Australian dollar, I got into a trend, I captured a trend, but unfortunately our pullback was not high enough. I aimed for 72.90 to sell with only 50 pips stop loss and 72.00, but to be honest, guys, we didn't see 72.90. The highest price after the webinar, 2 days after the webinar, or it was a day after the webinar, we had something like 72.40. So only one single leg to the upside would probably hit our entry zone. So we would have made a huge profit on Australian dollar. But that is why I'm saying sometimes the price will not hit our entry zone. But then you need to follow my trend advising. And I told you that my trend advice for Australian dollar was that Australian dollar is in downtrend. So definitely you should have watched this and try to take another entry if you saw that the price is reluctant to hit our entry zone, okay? So 72.90 unfortunately was not hit, but the price went to our target without hitting our entry spot. Dollar CAD clear session recap winner because the trade happened exactly during the webinar. It had no drawdown. This was a perfect trade, and I mean perfect trade, okay? Flawless trade, okay? Why? Because it didn't have any drawdown. And sometimes you have witnessed that we have perfect trades. No drawdown, clear winner, and clear target. And definitely it was very fast trade. Well, dollar CAD is trending, so we should take another opportunity within the context of a strong trend in dollar CAD. Dollar yen unfortunately wasn't qualified because okay, this was our recap time and the price went 100 pips far from our entry point. It gave a rejection, but we didn't see any pullback to 122.30. Okay, so definitely dollar yen made some downward targets, but we didn't see a pullback far enough to get into the trend trade. Okay, now let's see this week's setups. Well, if you saw my recommendation and analysis for euro dollar today, this is basically the same thing. This is what I see currently on euro dollar. I will share the screen with you. just in a second, guys, so you will be able to see the analysis, but I'm sure that you have read the analysis. So this was the analysis from today, and now we can see that the price is indeed rejecting the zone, and you can see that I have basically told you that you can sell somewhere around this region. The price went here and then it went very close to our POC today. So basically this is what I'm seeing. Exactly at this zone here, 122.40 to 60, we can try to search for short trade opportunities, and our stop loss should be 13.10, because if this level is broken here, definitely we can search higher. But this is a zigzag in bearish equidistant channel. So if you watch the analysis today, I'm sure that probably you have traded euro dollar today. You made some pips with this, because after the analysis, the price went 70 to 80 pips in profit. Okay. So 70 to 80 pips of profit were possible. As I say, the price was here, and after the analysis was published, it went up again, and you could have sold it. You could have sold it and made at least 50 pips with this. But still, I think that targets have not been met on euro dollar yet, so I think that we could see 11.00. Now, if you see 11.00, pay attention, guys. This is the level 1.00 to 1.110. This is the zone where you can also search for long opportunities. Okay. So if the price drops to 11.00, 11.0010, I will be searching for opportunities for a long trade. But stop loss is 10.15. So from the context of a bigger pullback and good risk to reward, we should buy around 10.50 with 10.15 stop loss, targeting 13.50. So this is the best risk to reward if we get a long entry. For short trade opportunities, again, we can have a good trade opportunity if the price gets to this level again. But I'm not sure we need to see that, because it rejected 2 times from 1240 to 60 today. So we definitely need to pay attention if there will be, okay, today it's Monday, it's pound, basically UK holiday, so we could see some bigger volatility from tomorrow. Don't forget about NFP, but this analysis is not valid for NFP. These trade opportunities should happen today, tomorrow, or maximum is day after tomorrow. Okay, guys, so I will open the chart. So this is what you should be paying attention to for dollar. As I say, do not be impatient, because if you are impatient, you can lose trade setups and opportunities. Okay. The problem is that euro dollar, as I say, it went to our entry points today, basically within the context of our zone. But the thing is, we are not sure if it happens again. If it happens again, then yes, we can get another trade. But if it drops, guys, our long opportunities could definitely come at this zone here. Okay, so watch the zone here, guys. That is why I'm saying historical buying happened here at this spot a lot of times in the past. You can see it here, you can see it here. And the latest surge of buyers were exactly this point, which is indicated by the hammer rejecting of the zone 11, 12, 20 to 11.00. So basically this is the zone where you should watch for entries. But as I'm saying again, if we see a deeper retracement, and I'm saying deeper retracement, then also possibility to go long. This is your zone to go long, because this was breakout zone, major breakout zone. Now, of course, stops are very clear and very strict. 10, 15. Below this level here, we can see definitely a surge to the downside, and a neutral to bearish bias will be in play. Okay, so As I'm saying, there are multiple trading opportunities here. I would add one more thing. So yes, I will put it here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will do that after the webinar. Okay. I will do that after the webinar. So pay attention also to 11:10 to 11:00 zone, or I can say 11:20, 11:00 zone. So that also can give us long opportunities, guys. Okay, long opportunities here, because that was 4-hour hammer in the past. So I'm expecting now moment buyers here. So this is the concept of historical versus now moment buyers. Okay, so if the price gets here, we could see rejection to the upside. And if the price gets here, 10-50 zone, I think that it has the possibility to test 13.20 again. Still, guys, I'm not saying that this does not have the power to go above 1.17. The thing is, if you're watching, for example, let's see, weekly chart, you can see some sort of accumulation here, guys, right? And look at this. This is double top, right? So this looks, and it is a double top, but this also looks like ascending line. So this indeed can be treated as it can be either bearish pennant or it can be triangle. Okay, so if it's bearish pennant, this is the flagpole, and inevitably the break of this level here can lead really to downside exposed, but big downside. Okay, big downside exposed. But because we are not sure, this can also be treated maybe as a bullish ascending triangle at support here. And especially if you're watching 4-hour time frame, you see 4-hour time frame, guys. Okay, you see it's making a zigzag. So this is basically a low, a higher low, sorry, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This low here is the beginning of the spike to 117. So be careful about your bias. You know that I really thought that rejecting from 1250 could be profitable enough to give us another push to the upside, but we didn't get that trade. We get some small rejection. Well, it's not small if you compare it to intraday, because if you remember my analysis of euro dollar, I told you that you could buy at 1250. It was good for 70 pips, 80 pips. Okay, from the context of intraday, 80 pips is great. 80 pips is more than enough. But from the context of intra-week or monthly, this wasn't strong enough to give us 1.17 target, right? So the only thing what I think of euro dollar at this point is, well, if it happens that euro dollar is pulled down, we should pay attention to this level. It can also be a part of, you see here, higher low, because this low would correspond to this high here. Now, obviously here also, if it happens to get here and jump again, it's still within the same context of bullish price action, right? Because this will be also treated as a higher low compared to this 1, 2, 3, right? So again, we could redraw our trend line like this, right? So it still will be an ascending trend line. And also you can see that this trend line here is expanding trend line, right? So we have an expanding trend line here. So you see there is a scope for bullish price action. Now at this point we want to sell, right? We want to sell it. Okay, trying to get it to our POC here, but also we want to buy it here or to buy it a little bit lower, so we won't be selling into support. It would be stupid to sell into support. You know, guys, even that someone would tell me in the future that I should sell euro dollar here, I just cannot do that. It's not my logic, it's not my style. If I sell it, it could be treated as a scalp trade. But really, from the point of some swing trade or intra-week trade, I just don't see how someone could short it at this point. So whether we will get another push to sell it or another dip to buy it. If we get a dip, then we could buy there. If we get another rally, we could sell it there. So it's clear about euro dollar. Now let's see what pound dollar is saying. Well, pound dollar is, I need to say, maybe a little more shady, okay? Because I need to see it close to my X point. So X point comes at 55.30. If we get a price to X point, we could definitely see some good rejection, okay? So basically, we either want to sell or to buy. If we want to sell, we need to sell it higher, around 55.30 where X point is. And if we want to buy it, we need to buy it lower, 53.50, with 53.15 and 54.25 target, okay? So this is pound dollar, definitely, okay? This is pound dollar here. So we are seeing a retracement in pound dollar. And if you remember my analysis of pound dollar, I told you on Friday that you can buy from 53.30. Interim support lies at 53.60, and if that level is broken, the price should accelerate to 53.30. Reading the analysis and adapting the concept of this analysis, you could get 30 pips short from breakout trade. So it was sell for 30 pips and immediate buy for some almost 100 pips, okay? Just by reading through in between the lines. Because, you know, guys, I cannot tell you literally buy here, sell there, because that would compromise our risk disclaimer, right? So you need to read between the lines, okay? Between the lines. Entry support lies at 53.60, and if that level is broken, the price should accelerate to 53.30. Notice that 53.30 is previous double bottom, and when you're reading price action, you should always take historical price action into account. Then, what did I say? Historical buyers lie at 53.30, and within this context, we could see bounce from that spot. So you could enter here. I also managed to cover this by L3 long opportunity. And I also put the arrow here, so it was clear that you should long here, and it was another good opportunity to long, and also for a short trade. Now X point is 55.30 because we see that X point now corresponds to H5 level, and H5 level is basically now historical Camarilla resistance. Historical because this resistance was active on Friday, so now it's historical resistance. So X point is exactly X cross is exactly at H5, so it gives us a POC there. So X cross is basically the point where we should take our short position, leading the price to 54.20, and our buy position is 53.50 with 53.15, stop loss 54.25 target. Now let's see the chart also. Okay, 4-hour time frame, guys. Okay, here. So the price here has the possibility to jump up again. So we should be seeing that, okay? But 53.15 is our definite stop loss. because if it hits 53.15, sorry, so I should 53.30 is exactly the entry. I made a typo here. I will okay, correct this. So 53.30 is to 53.40 is our entry point, and very small stop loss, very close stop loss. Okay, so this could be a good risk to reward trade. Okay, because pound dollar could definitely jump from this level, but we still want to see whether the price will hit it or not, because as I say, today is a holiday in UK and markets are not so movable. Okay, they're not moving. Liquidity drops, so basically we need to see the strength, but I think that it could reject from this region here. Okay, and I think that we could see a buy position very soon. Okay, so context of possible entry, this is pound dollar. Now Australian dollar, guys, Reserve Bank of Australia statement, bid rate decision. You know that I personally don't love to trade during RBA statement, but this can be a setup if we get a spike on Australian dollar. Australian dollar is close to historical support here, so by all means, I cannot sell it here. So I want to see it higher. Now, if you want to sell it higher, 70 to 90 could be the spot here, because this is most obvious previous swing here, right? Before this gap happened, we still see the gap here, but I don't think that this can be covered soon. So if now there is a possibility that RBA will not do anything. They put their rate hike rate on hold. So I don't think that there will be any rate hike nor rate cut. If we talk from the perspective of possible rate bid rate announcement, I think that the bid rate should be the same. Okay, would be the same. So basically, yes, another possible long. Of course, guys, if it drops to 67.30, yes, but I don't see it at very close in the future. I think it still needs to pass 70.70 at 69.50 for a door to be open at 67.30. Okay, because Silvestros is asking, can I go long from point 67.30? Yes, I know the level. I need to open monthly chart, and definitely 67.30 is the level to go long. Okay, because you can see how the price reacted within this zone in the past. Okay, so yes, you can go long, but I think that the most possible action is to short on rallies. So if we see that rate is still the same, if they put a rate cut on hold, I think that this is a bullish signal. Now, the only possibility for a dovish price action is RBA statement, which goes in accordance to bid rate announcement. So be careful, guys. My suggestion is short into rallies, okay? But do not short it here, even though if it looks like it could go down, it's just not logical enough to short it 30 pips from historical support, okay? It's very close to the support. I don't trade it that way. I don't teach it that way. So always wait for a rally. If you are not patient, you can be in a big problem. And if you're patient enough, you can be rewarded. There are a lot of pairs to trade. So why would you risk the opportunity for a good trade to take just another trade on Australian dollar and lose it? So from the context of price action, we will see if the statement is bullish or bearish. or hawkish or dovish. But the thing is that if the statement is dovish enough, we could see another big drop. But before the big drop, we would definitely need to see a good rally. Okay, Ethan is saying look at dollar CAD. Yeah, looking at dollar CAD, we will be covering dollar CAD now. Well, yes, well guys, now I don't know, it's going down, so there is a possibility for you to get into the trade. Now do not put a big risk. 50 pips is stop loss, 34.20 is target. So yeah, be careful. This is your opportunity to go possibly long. Let me see dollar CAD. But you see, yeah, big 4-hour drop, but also stop loss is 50 pips. Okay, so this is your stop loss at 70, but do not put a big risk. Recommended risk for this trade is, as always, 0.5%. Okay, 50 pips stop loss, and this is a possible target. Okay, dollar CAD is in a big uptrend, and possibly this is a retracement in this uptrend. Also, we can put a trend line here. Exactly, this is a channel line here, because we can also see that the price is going within the context of these levels here. Okay, also we can see that historically price has been rejecting 3180 level in the past, so still this is a possible opportunity to go long. Okay, because this is at 61.8 retracement. Okay, here if it breaks this level here, it can go down. Now we can also see a mini channel here. Okay, because this is basically 3 times touch of the trend line. Okay, so yes, we will see what will happen with dollar CAD, but judging from price action, current price action, this is bullish swing. So yeah, we should pay attention to it, and 50 pip stop loss is there. 1 hour chart is showing bearish candles, but if you watch from the perspective of retracement, this could be retracement. Previous setup also showed bearish candles, but we watch it as retracement, because if you want to get in the trade, you need to wait for retracement. Okay, you need to wait for retracement. Okay, you have your stop loss and risk limit, so it's always best to go with the risk limit. Okay, with the risk limit. Okay, if it hits 70 level, it has the possibility to go further down. Okay, so let's see how the price will react. Euro yen, which is basically, from my perspective, a possibly good trade. We need to see again this price to go to our entry point. It needs to retrace. Still, it needs to retrace. 136.60. Okay, 100. I will put. Okay. Okay, here, guys. Previous top, which corresponds to whipsaw price action here. This is not so good price action, but judging from the movement, this is bearish M pattern, which is very bearish here, bearish M. And definitely if this pattern is played out, we can see a bigger drop here. So if we get another surge to this level, we can try to sell it here. Okay, and basically go with 35.00 target here. Okay, another historical price action. Okay, rejection, drop, rejection, drop. Okay, rejection, drop. Okay, so euro yen is 136.60, 137.60 is stop loss, 135 is the target. Okay, we didn't see a lot of trading opportunities because this is the beginning of the month, but of course during the month we should see better volatility and even better range, which can give us lower stop loss. For example, this is a pretty high stop loss, but okay, stock 100 pips stop loss is again 0.5 risk size. So your risk is always fixed, your stop loss is not fixed. It's same as if you trade 50 or 100 pips stop loss, because your risk is always the same, 0.5%, or whatever you think it's okay for your account. Okay, so guys, this is it. You can ask me now if anything should be cleared out. I will roll on through these slides again so you can snapshot it, and if anything is not clear, you can freely ask me. So this is the plan for euro dollar, this is the plan for cable, plan for Australian dollar, plan for dollar CAD, plan for euro yen. Now the question about bearish candles, I will just show you the example about within the context of a bearish and bullish trend. So usually if you want, for example, to go, let's see, I don't know, pound yen. Okay, from the perspective of bullish price action or bearish price action, let's say that from this perspective here, now we are talking about the past. From this perspective here, you saw bullish price action. So we don't know what will happen, okay? We are watching this, okay? Now, you can see it here. Newbie traders, novice traders would think that this is a bearish trend here, okay? Because there are a lot of 1 hour, 4 hour bullish candles. Now, if you go with 1 hour candles, guys, look at this. Look at this drop. And what happened? Those who thought that this should have gone lower, well, they were very, very wrong, because they neglected the perspective of bullish retracement. 4 hours showed at this point top. So another dip was supposed to make buyers further adjust their positions. Now, if we put Fibonacci here, okay, 78.6 confluence with trend line, okay? Did I tell you, and I'm sure I did, I told you many times how 78.6 is great level, great level. I usually check 4 hour time frame for intraday setups. 1 hour and 4 hour. For intra-week setups, we can check daily, monthly, but for intraday setups, we need to trade on 1 hour because it's gray zone. It's not black or white, it's gray zone within the context of intraday price action, and we check 4 hour to see the trend. So we can enter on 30-minute or 1 hour time frame. I usually prefer 1 hour confluence. You can see that every time I do the analysis, 1 hour. I put 4 hour only if I see that a bigger swing is possible. But then I watch daily. And of course, weekly pivot points. Yeah, we will learn about all these things in our price action course. So, and this is it. Bearish candles down, 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 and then rejection at this level. So 1 hour was very bearish here. Okay, very bearish here, but then it jumped off strongly, making V-shaped reversal, cup and handle formation here, and you can see where the price it went up and then it was sold. Okay, but this trade really took time to go. It really took time to go. Okay, now also yeah, the question, okay, is Euro GBP dollar yen. Euro GBP dollar yen. Euro GBP, guys, is basically in uptrend. And this uptrend is looking strong. Okay, you see rejections from 38.2. If this level is broken, you should pay attention to this zone, definitely, because this zone will give you long profits, probably. So for Euro GBP, 72.25 is the place where you can go long, okay? Watch the price action. Bullish breakout here. This is triple top, right? This is triple top here. Then bullish price action here. And price breaking through 38.2. Another break of the low will lead the price here to 72.25, 72.15. So that will be your possible buy entry, okay? This could be a good buy entry here, okay? 72.25 to 72.15. Euro GBP. Okay? Dollar yen. Well, I think dollar yen could be ranging now because NFP, which will be held on Monday, is the major catalyst for subsequent move. So dollar CAD is basically stuck in a mini range now. Here. So I thought from previous price action that pound, the dollar yen, and we had, you know, my analysis, we had a bearish pennant, but that bearish pennant was invalidated after US GDP came a lot higher than a previous forecast. So definitely dollar yen is within a range now. I'm not trying to analyze it at this point because I need to see whether it will break 122.60 or 122.65. This is now a ranging price action and probably it could stay until NFP. Or major news, for example, China or some equity during major sessions. So you know that equities are moving the markets, month-end flows also are moving the markets, and China news releases can affect this pair a lot. Also commodity pairs, hard, soft commodities such as New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar yen, New Zealand yen. So those are hard, soft commodities. China is very dependent for metal manufacturing, so copper prices, Australia, so copper prices affect Australian dollar by a huge extent, and possibly Australia could move, Australian dollar could move from a hard commodity to a soft commodity, because they should probably start to manufacture, to produce more food. And Chinaman wants, they need food, so probably they will move to soft commodity producing food. So we will see what will happen with those are long-term predictions, but at this point, as I say, dollar yen is ranging. It doesn't show big potential, price trade potential, so I should stay away at this point from this trade. If you have any further question, you can ask me. We have a couple of more minutes. If you don't have anything, everything is clear then. Okay, the question, the comment. I can hardly wait for a range bar strategy you are presenting. I think that is my last chance to make it in Forex. If that does not work for me, I think I'll quit Forex for good. Well, Caroline, I will be presenting that, but please, if you have any doubts about taking trades, Forex, I can help you. And of course, never surrender, because you will be successful, but you need to believe in yourself, and you need to have a proper money management and good system. Give it a try. I will be presenting price action course, systems, and do not hesitate to sign up for these courses. Okay, do not be hesitant. Okay, do not be hesitant, guys. Euro Audi, yes, I will do Euro Audi. Only Chinamen need food. Yeah, Caroline, both people, Chinese people, will be dependent on Australian production. So we will cover that, of course. Price action and course will cover relation to equity markets also. Caroline is saying okay, and yeah, Yonat is asking for euro dollar, euro Audi. Okay, euro Audi. Euro Audi uptrend on euro Audi. Okay, we can see a major trend line here, and okay. Okay, as I presume, 50 is very close to this point here, and so double confluence at this level. I will put this here. This is lower. So this is your chance to go long around this spot here. Okay, Euro Audi, if it drops to 54.60 zone, you have double confluence and you also have double top. So price should give you profits if you go long here at this zone here. Okay, Euro Audi, you can see it here. So this is, yeah, this is 54.60 and 50, yeah, double confluence. Yeah, the question Ashley is asking, how do you find Windows 10 so far? I have found it to be very solid. I need to say that I don't have any problems with Windows 10, and I'm very happy to use Windows 10 so far, because it actually has a lot of good features, and believe me, it's much better than Windows 8. So at this point, I'm very happy with Windows 10. Yeah. Also, there was a question, I think I didn't respond during last webinar. Do I have other hobbies except my work and love for Forex market? Yes, of course, guys. I have maybe a hobby. Yes, I practice martial arts, and also there is the sport. And one of the science I'm also involved in reading a lot is astrophysics, metaphysics, and physics. So as you know, I am a master economic graduate, so I have a master in economy, and this is my work, my job, and my love in Forex market. But also I follow astrophysics very close and read a lot about it, cosmology also, and yes, I do sport a bit. Muay Thai is the sport which I practice also. So yes, those are the answers, you guys, to your questions. And finally, the last question, and we don't have the time now. Dollar yen, again, dollar yen is, as you can see, it's in a big range now. Range is 120.60. Okay, let's say 120.65, let's call it, because you can see those important spots here. You can see here it's a breakout spot and retest spot. So 120.65 is your possible breakout point to the downside, and to the upside the price has been contained within 121.60 zone. So definitely this is the zone you should be paying attention. 67, yes. Okay, so this is your mini range, and watch for bounces. Do you see my screen? Alec is saying a picture. Do you see the screen here? Because I'm sharing the screen with you now. So if you see dollar yen, just type yes. And setup. Setup. You want the setup. It's euro yen setup. There is no dollar yen setup. So there is euro yen setup. 136.60, 137.60, and this is your target price, 135.00. Okay, so no dollar yen setup, only euro yen. So guys, we are out of time. Thank you for listening. Let's see if we get a lot of profits, or at least some good profits this week. Be sure to follow me. Be sure to follow my analysis every day. We had a good day so far. Rejections from euro dollar. We had a previous week, Friday, very good setup on pound dollar. Okay, and all setups on Admiral Market webpage. Dower is asking. No, this is not on Admiral Market webpage. Admiral Market webpage hosts my analysis, and yes, my analysis is always a setup. So Dower, when you're reading here, read between the lines. This is all set up. So admiralmarkets.com analytics, you go here, okay, analytics, technical analysis, and you can find my articles there. Yes, everything is clear. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. I will be here with you soon, as always, guys. What do I say? Trade safe. And last question, what's your Twitter, please? My Twitter handle is Tarantula FX. So you can follow me. So Tarantula FX is my Twitter. Thank you. I will be here with you soon. Cheers, guys. Trade safe.